Okay, group, we are on our extra practice here, page 7. So if you want to grab some different colors, you're more than welcome to. If not, that's okay as well. So when we're finding the area and perimeter, we definitely need to have our sides, right? So just a reminder, the area is base times height, okay, and the perimeter is the addition of all 4 sides, okay? So when we're looking for the area and the perimeter, we need to have our sides. And in order to do that, we're going to draw right triangles so that we can use Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so for this one we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a side of 6, and a side of 8. So to find this missing side, we know that we have a right triangle. So this is going to be our hypotenuse, or our C. So we'll do 6 squared plus 8 squared equals C squared. Okay, 6 squared plus 8 squared is 100. And then to get C by itself, we'll take the square root of 100, which is 10. Okay, so that tells us that our missing side here is 10. Okay, next I'm going to do the other side. It's 3 and 4. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do the Pythagorean theorem again because we have a right triangle here. There's our right angle. So we'll have 4 squared plus 3 squared equals C squared. So 4 squared plus 3 squared is 25. Take the square root, and the square root of 25 is 5. So that means this side here has a measure of 5. Now, since they told us that this is a rectangle, we know that this opposite side is also 5, and this opposite side is 10. Okay, so for our perimeter, we're going to add all of those sides up. So our perimeter is 30. And we're going to put units, since they didn't give us a unit of measurement. And then our area is, again, base times height. So if you remember base times height, so it'll be 5 times 10. 5 times 10 is 50. And so that'll be units squared since it's the area. Okay, let's move on to letter B. We're going to do the same thing here. So our first triangle is 2 and 2 for the sides. So here we'd have 4 plus 4, which is 8. And then we'll take our square root, which is 2.8. We'll round to 1 decimal place. Oops, so sorry. Round to 1 decimal place there. Okay, and then we'll do our other triangle here to find our other side. Okay, so we have sides of 5 and 5. So 5 squared plus 5 squared is 50. And then we can take our square root of 50. And that will give us, we'll say 7.1 if we round. Okay, so again, both of our shortest sides are going to be 2.8 and our longer sides are going to be 7.1 because this is a rectangle, so opposite sides are congruent. So to get our perimeter, we're going to add all three up. And that gives us 19.8 units. Okay, and then the area, we will multiply base times height. And that gets us 19.88 units squared. You could round that to 19.9. Okay. Number 2. Okay, it says find the area and perimeter of rectangle ABCD. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and plot these points first. So A is at -7, +1. B is at -3, +5. C is at 7, -5. And D is at 3, -9. Okay, I'm going to grab my ruler. Okay, so we have our figure drawn. Now we're going to do the same thing that we did in numbers 1 and 2, and we're going to create triangles to find our sides. This is 4 and 4. So for our smaller triangle here, we'll do 4 squared plus 4 squared equals c squared. So that gets us 32. And then we can take our square root of 32. So we'll round that to 5.7. Okay, so again, they tell us that this is a rectangle, so we know that the opposite sides are congruent. So our other short side will be 5.7, and now we just need to find the longer side. Okay, so it looks like that triangle has sides of 10. So this will be 10 squared plus 10 squared, which gets us 200. And then we'll take the square root of 200, which is 14, we'll say 14.1. So our longest sides are 14.1. Okay, now to find our perimeter, we're going to add all of our sides up. And that gets us 39.6. And that will be measured in units. Okay, our area will do base times height, which gets us 80.37. I think it says, oh, it says hundredth. Okay, so 80.37, and then this will be units squared.